Hi everyone, today I'm reviewing the Marmot Kompressor Zip. Now I must admit I'm not the biggest fan of handheld water bottles when running, but I was intrigued by this one because it uses a soft flask, as you can see, as opposed to a traditional rigid water bottle. I'm a big fan of soft flasks and I was interested to see how it would work as a handheld. So obviously you've got a 500ml soft flask made by Hydropack and branded by Marmot. These ones have a slightly stiffened base and a fairly wide opening with a twist lock-in ring at the top, so if you have it locked as it is now, then nothing can come out at all. So great for sort of in transport mode if you've got it in your bag or something in the car, and then when you're ready to drink, just twist it 90 degrees and you can drink through the bite valve. Now the great thing about soft flasks is that you generally don't need to sort of tip them up to drink. You can just, while holding the bottle upright, suck and all the air will be removed because it's flexible and the water will just rise to the top. Also, without any air in the bottle, the water inside doesn't slosh around or bounce as much. But I did find with all the air taken out, the bottle does become quite flexible, as you would expect. It doesn't grip the hand very well, as you can see, this because it's all soft and flexible. It just doesn't. You would need to really grip the bottle to hold it tight. The strap doesn't do much because obviously the volume of the bottle isn't not that great. To bypass this problem, you can simply inflate the bottle. So you can see it's well held there. I'm not gripping it at all, but you have got air in the bottle. The water does slosh around, and to drink you would need to either tilt it back or just suck all the air out and then blow it back in. So this is maybe a minor problem. It's in this configuration, it's pretty much acts like a hard bottle, although every time you do drink you would need to re-inflate it to get it back up to sort of rigid. But I think overall, I would prefer to use a soft bottle like this if I was holding it in my hand as opposed to a hard bottle. It's much nicer to hold. It's got a bit of flex in it, a bit of give, a lot more comfortable. You've got the sort of the advantages of a soft bottle, that maybe not all the time when it's quite full it would work well, as it sort of as you drank water you maybe lose some of those advantages. But overall, I don't see why I would get a hard bottle over this. I much prefer sort of the advantages of this. So moving on to the strap and pocket that you get. It's attached around the top of the bottle with a simple cord which just runs around the neck of the bottle and is held in place just like that. So you just put it off and it's just a cord that you whip around the neck and over the lid. That's there. And at the bottom you have a small hook which attaches to this loop that's fixed to the slightly rigid base of the bottle, and that works fine. There's a small amount of adjustment at the bottom hook. Got a small strap, but that doesn't do much in terms of adjustment, and that's fine. It's fairly easy to get on and off. It stays in place well. And then you've also got a pocket on the back. You've got a small zip pocket just in there, big enough for keys or maybe some empty gel or food wrappers. And the main pocket is a big U-zip which runs all the way around, so you get maximum sort of usability of the space and opens out into the pocket. You've got an elasticated strap in there which you can fit a phone in, and my phone fits quite nicely into there. That fits nicely in if you want to carry a phone with you. With the phone in the pocket, it doesn't sit as nicely on the hand. That's because you've got sort of a flat, rigid object in there. It doesn't sort of mould around your hand as well, but it works okay. Alternatively, if you're not taking a phone, you've got a phone somewhere else, there's plenty of storage in there for gels, which you can use the elastic as well for those, so that they don't all fall out when you open the pocket. On the back of the hand strap and pocket there's a layer of foam overlapped with a layer of mesh, which is comfortable against the skin, nicely padded, nice and soft, doesn't cause any problems there. One of the main reasons why I don't like carrying handhelds when running is that I pretty much can't do anything with this hand with a bottle in it. With a soft flask you can, if you take out all the air and make it a bit more flexible, if you've not got if it's not full with water, then I can do more things with my hands and fingers, because there's not such a big solid bottle in my hand. Sort of, obviously the less water you have, the easier it gets, and the more water you have, the harder it is, but that'll depend. That's if you've got no air in it. Obviously if you inflate it, it's pretty much like a normal hard bottle and you can't do anything with your hand. Obviously any water in here will get warm from the warmth from your hand, but I think that's pretty unavoidable with handhelds. Again, one of the reasons I don't particularly like handhelds in general, but it's no different, this one, to any other handheld I've used. You also got some reflective detailing on the back of the pocket in case you're running in the dark. Overall, I think this is a really well designed, well made handheld bottle. I like the use of the soft flask. As I mentioned, I would prefer a soft flask as opposed to a rigid bottle. If I was going to use a handheld, which as I said I generally don't, I would use this one. It's a nice big pocket, can fit everything I need. An extra pocket just for keys. Really comfortable on the hand, and as I said, the advantages of the soft flask, which I like. So overall, good product, I think. If you've got any questions about it, just leave them in the comments below and I'll do my best to answer them. And thanks for watching.